pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Curry trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
Just a little bit
Follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series presented by Voiles Trucking, live right here on JTN. Tonight we are live from the great state of Michigan at the Michigan International Speedway for what promises to be a great night of racing action around this 2-mile T-shaped oval. Hello and welcome, folks. My name is Joe Twansky, joining you up here in the booth from my home track, my home state, my favorite place in the entire world, the Irish Hills of Michigan. Going to be a fun time here tonight. Bristol, of course, on the cameras here this evening. 70 laps around this 2-mile speedway tonight as these drivers are already out there in qualifying. You'll see those results start to trickle across the top of your screens at home. A reminder, as always, as we kick off the broadcast here tonight, make sure if you haven't already, drop a like on the video and subscribe. Again, doing so helps support us so much here on JTN. We can't thank you enough for all of your support. Say hello as well. Good evening, Zach. Solo tonight indeed. And hey, you know, sometimes it's not a bad thing because it gives me more time to gush and give love to my state, the great state of Michigan. On a night where we're going to see some good racing, draft going to come into play. So, yeah. It is a fun track to do solo because there's a lot going on during this entire race. We'll have plenty to talk about. Tonight. So, would encourage you guys at home though. I do like it when you're chatting with me throughout the broadcast. It's always a very big help on these nights where I am up here by myself. So would appreciate if you send in questions throughout the broadcast. Make sure you say hello. Yeah, do all those things. We appreciate you so much here at JTN. Qualifying starting to wind down here. You've seen those times starting to come in. I think drivers that have taken the time, or at least all the ones that want to take a time, have taken one, in fact. So, did want to send out our condolences to driver BSR Pantelica. Barry lost his father at 88 years old earlier this week. I know he's going to be out there on the track tonight, but will be quickly departing to go fly out. So just wanted to observe 10-second moment of silence here on JTN for the entire family of BSR Pantelica. Thank you. Qualifying results are getting finalized as we speak, so we'll have those coming across our desk here in a few moments, folks. Let's go ahead and read those off to you. Starting on the pole tonight, he is the driver of the number 93 BSR Ricky J. Starting to his outside, it'll be the 22 of Rick Craddock. In row 2, in the number 18, it'll be BSR Tyler, with BSR Silver Bullet lining up in the 4-car in 4th. BSR Terry Scott in the 66 lines up 5th, with BSR Nelly in the 103 in 6th. 7th tonight is the 92 of Joshua Clements, and rounding out your top 8 and last car to take a time is the 144 of BSR Magoo. In 9th tonight, it's the 32 of BSR Pantelica, with Dane Stinson rolling off in position number 10 in the 17. Sean Dotson returns in the 091, starting in 11th. 12th tonight is the 028 of BSR Monty Keller. 13th is the 49 of BSR Brain Fade, the 114 of BSR Eli, 114 BSR Brian Voiles, and BSR Mac Daddy starting shotgun on the field tonight to make up our field of 16 stars and cars of the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series here from MIS. Gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. I want to remind you folks out there too, as we're waiting for this thing to kick off. You can check out new episodes of the Fake Racers podcast over on Track and Turf Media starting next week. We'll have our yearly kickoff episode. I believe our plan is to record Monday, so should be out on your podcast streams Tuesdays. Appreciate if you went out over, checked out Track and Turf right here on YouTube.com, and should have some fun content coming from us here at Track and Turf and JTN. Over on that channel throughout the racing season. Also hoping to have some other sports-related stuff over there at some point, but we're trying. Got Oofside, Super Bowl, of course, this upcoming weekend. Gonna be a fun time there. Howdy, Magoo. But yeah, a lot of great stuff going on. I don't know who's rooting for who in the Super Bowl. I know I am not rooting for the Chiefs. But I don't really want to root for the Eagles, but you know what? Lesser of two evils, maybe? I don't know. I am still devastated after the Lions played their last game. Sierra Pole Sitter Ricky J there in the 93. Of course, carrying those famous, at this point, Voiles trucking colors. In that car. Terry Scott doing some landscaping. Alright. Magoo again in that 144. Different, a little bit of a different livery for him here these last couple weeks. Shaking it up a little bit. Another guy out there with maybe something a little bit different is the 28 of Mac Daddy. Don't know if we've seen him out there just yet here in Happy Hour, but he's got the Haviland colors. Of course, Brain Fade in his traditional number 49. Joshua Clemens making a run down pit road. Lonnie Keller trying to throw a heater here as practice comes to an end. Those are your last 2 cars out on track. And now the field will get lined up as we wait the command to get engines fired here from Michigan.
Drivers, start your engines!
So there's command and engines are fired. Drivers roll off. And it's going to be Ricky J lining up on the pole with Rick Craddock to his outside, Tyler Mallon, Silver Bullet, and Terry Scott. Your top 5. Oh, baby. Pace car gonna make the hard left turn down the pit lane, gives way to the driver of the number 93, your pole sitter once again here tonight. It's Ricky J, green flag, and we are racing here in the Irish Hills. Tyler Mallon already down on the apron there in turns 1 and 2. That 18 car wicked loose. The Forest Silver Bullet's going to go around, and now we got a big crash. Off of turn number 2. Car flying through the air. That's Pantelica, the big one. Strikes off a 2 on lap 1. Caution is out here early on in this one, and a couple drivers already all tore up. Pantelica. Oh, man. This one, folks, this one was happening in a couple ways. Watch Silver Bullet here in the 4. He's going to be in this high lane. He's going to pull down low. The 18's also getting loosey-goosey down there. 66 up into the 103. There's contact with the 18. That's what really starts this big crash here. Oh, the 103 and the 66 kind of whipping into the outside wall. And a big crash early on in this race takes out a few contenders. On board with Terry Scott. You're going to see all kinds of stuff happening in front of the 66. The 18's down on the apron. The 4 is going to get really loose there through the center. Just a lot of these guys just don't have the rear end of the car in the racetrack. Hmm. Hey, Michael. Well, big crash here early on in this one, folks. Not the way you want to see the race start. Definitely might shake up the strategies a little bit for these drivers as well. You have a smaller field, or at least a smaller competitive field. I think a lot of cars gonna be worse for wear here. Working our first caution tonight. Right now, working lap number 3. That was brutal. That it was. Should see the pace car lights go out here. Should give us the 1 to go. Oop. We had another lap of caution. Oy vey. So, working our first caution of the night here, working lap number 4. NASCAR, of course, opened up their season this past weekend. The clash at Bowman Gray Stadium. Fun little time. Chase Elliott took home the victory in that one after qualifying on pole and leading about, I don't know, 75% of the race. But, it's a fun little time. LCQ, of course, was fun, but it's been that way, in all the clashes since they moved it to the Coliseum. Those little bull rings. But if you got any thoughts on the clash, love to see them in chat. Think you should go back to Bowman Gray? Do you keep moving it around? What do you want to see NASCAR do? I wouldn't mind moving it around. I think if you can go to some more like small little local places in the Southeast, I think that would be a good compromise. But also, if you want to go back out to California, go to San Diego. I know that's been one that's been talked about a lot. Is maybe like a street race in San Diego. Maybe that's what they do with the Chicago Street Course date after this year. I could also see that working out. It'd be fun. 'Cause we're having fun. But yeah, I don't know. Thoughts and opinions, feel free to put them in there in chat throughout the night. Also, before we go back green here, I want to give a big shout out again to BSR Wings, home from the hospital. Hoping to get you back out on track soon, buddy. I know, just giving you a shout out from all your friends here at BSR, as well as all of us here at JTN. I want to see you back out there on track sooner rather than later. We know, and we can't wait to see you back out on track, for that matter. Ricky J going to be leading us back to green here, coming to lap number 6 of 70. Base car is in. Fans are on their feet. Green flag, and we're back racing here from Michigan. Welcome in, Furco. Craddock into the wall there off of turn number 2. That allows Stinson to get to his inside down the back straightaway. Clements there in the 92 also going to challenge. Good to see you too, Furco. Can't wait to see you back out on track. It sounds like I gotta get those computer things sorted. Mac Daddy to the inside of Braden Fade for 5th. Completes that pass down to turn 1. Do have to get on track though. Guys have been begging me to. Stinson also now through for 2nd. Not really gaining any time right now in this 93. Ricochet doing a good job of kind of maintaining that gap for the lead. I believe we'll probably be broadcasting Dega, and I will not be racing next week. I will not be racing next week. But yeah, we're probably broadcasting Dega. Oh no, we're not. Interesting. Okay. Our next broadcast is March 13th from Homestead, but of course you're going to be able to catch... Yep. You're going to be able to catch a bunch of races over on Top Dragster right here on YouTube. And you're going to do a great job broadcasting. So if you don't get your fix of Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series action here on JTN this year, go get it over there on Top Dragster. Go show Andrew some love. Hey now. Here comes a challenge for the lead. Stinson all over the back bumper of Ricky J for the top spot, 10 laps in. Rick Craddock's also there. Joshua Clements. Now Mac Daddy kind of... This field, they've gotten to the 93. No one seems to want to jump out of line. Never mind. There goes Stinson. Ricky J up the track. Allows Dane to go through for the lead in that Adidas Toyota. Takes over the top spot and tries to set sail and build on the gap. Back to 2nd place now, Rick Craddock in the 22. Welcome in, Ben. Yes, that 17 does look good. Gotta love the Adidas bars, you know? Or the stripes. They're not bars, they're stripes. Here comes Ricky J looking for 3rd. The inside of Joshua Clements for the spot. Had some help from Mac Daddy, but now the 28 backs off heading into turn 1. They'll still be side by side off at 2. Ricky J going to be able to take the spot. Mac Daddy going to go down and give his fellow Ford a little bit of a push. Now gives the 92 a bit of a push. Ricky J now clear into turn 3, so move the 93 back up onto the podium. Here comes Ricky J now looking for second. Ducks to the inside. Trying to get a run going on Rick Craddock here for the spot. And now move Ricky J into second. So now you're going to start seeing a battle between the 17 and the 93 for the lead as Joshua Clements gets to the inside of Craddock. This for the third spot. Clements takes it. Made it look kind of easy down there. Also see Monty Keller now battling Brain Fade for the 6th spot. But meanwhile, 4th position up for grabs as here comes Mac Daddy trying to find a way around the 22. Craddock always good on these high tire wear tracks in the early portion of the run, but then seems to have some issues on the longer run. Think about Atlanta, where we've seen this 22 car perform very well over the years. Now, falling to the back of the top 5 is driver number 22. Stinson, though, out in front by about 2.5 car lengths down the back straightaway. Just holding it nice and steady. See if Ricky J is able to mount a charge here. And Ricky getting all over the back bumper of the 17. Trying to find a way to make it work. We should be coming up on those green flag pit stops here as well, folks. And that will separate the men from the boys, as it were. Mac Daddy now to the inside of Clements for third. This 28 team, they had a heartbreaker last week. Up at the front at Pocono going into turn 3 and just tried pushing the car a little too much. It bit him. Still, you see Ricky J, he's hounding the 17 of Stinson right now. He's got a big mirror full of that Haviland look on the hood of that 28 as well. Here comes Mac Daddy. Big push to the back of the 17 into turn 3. A lot of speed being carried there down into turn number 3. And Ricky J goes back to the race lead here on lap 24. Mac Daddy looks for second now to the inside of Stinson. And he'll complete the pass here off of turn 4. So 2 Fords out front, leading a Toyota and a Chevrolet. Rick Craddock has fallen about half second back of 4th place Joshua Clements now. As Clements is looking for third. And we could be seeing the 17 maybe used up his stuff a little bit, trying to hold on to the race lead and trying to pull away and leading the way for these guys. So here comes Mac Daddy looking for the lead into turn 3. Seen those colors and that number do well here a time or two back in the day. The 28 car powers to the front, but Ricky J trying to cross over here down the front, straight away to the start-finish line. The 28 will lead the lap, but Ricky J is going to have the preferred line heading down into turn 1. He ducks back in line. Ten laps away from halfway. Clements with a little wobble there off of turn 2. Saw that 93 maybe get a little bit tight off the corner. This top 4, though, right now, they are inseparable. You see the 28 just able to hug the inside line this late into the run. You're seeing those guys behind him starting to struggle with the handling on exit. Watching the cars just take off up the hill. Right now, this late into the run, watching the speed that the 28 has, it has to be scary for these other guys up front. As here comes Ricky J down pit lane, going to be really aggressive, getting to the line, down to pit speed. Stinson does the same. Gotta be aggressive getting to the pit lane. Reddick already coming off pit road. Expect the 28 to come this time. You hear no engine sound. He's clutching it. Coasting to the pit lane. Comes the 28, and Joshua Clements a little bit hotter coming to the pit road. Gets around Mac Daddy. This 28 had some issues. Ricky J is down and away. A slow stop, though, for the 93 allows Dane Stinson to hop him. Coming off a pit road, and we'll watch the 17 get up to speed and see where he blends in relation to the 28 and 92. Joshua Clements leads that last lap. Ricky J. It's going to be up to speed, and the 28 is nowhere to be found. Mac Daddy dropped out. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Lost connection to the server to driver 28. He's back now, but going to be multiple laps down. But Joshua Clements, with a magical pit stop, gets the race lead in the 92. Remember, he was the last of the leaders to pit. The issues happened with the 28 coming to pit lane, allowed the 92 to hop him, and then more issues for the 28 with connection to the server, and that's, as we approach the halfway, allowed this 92 car with Ally Financial on the side, smaller this week than I think the folks at Ally would have liked, but as he's got a big moment there off of turn number 2. Joshua Clements got loose on corner exit, going to lose a lot of speed, and here comes Ricky J and Dane Stinson, and they're going to have his draft now heading off of turn 4. He tries to regain the momentum and regain the speed. Here comes the 93. The Jaws music starts to play. As the caution is out here for the second time tonight. As Brain Fade and Nelly are around in turns 3 and 4. What happened here? Got a little pack of cars going. Oh, there's something ahead of them. Oh, Mac Daddy had an issue. Nope. Eli had an issue. Right behind the leaders. And I'm a silly goose, and I missed it. There goes the 114. He goes for a spin. That's Eli. Mac Daddy's gonna have to swerve. He hits the wall. Then Nelly and Brain Fade trying to avoid it. They get the worst of it. Eli brings out our second caution of the night. Self-spin. Yeah, a little bit of secondary action there with the 103 and 49 cars. So Clements wins the race off of pit road. Magoo staying out to lead a lap in the 144. Allow him to have his time in the sun. Next broadcast for us here on JTN. A few weeks' time. Hobo Racing Cup Series from Daytona. Make sure you tune in for that one. 8:50 p.m. Eastern Time. February 18th. Live, of course, right here only on JTN. Looking forward to having our friends over at Hobo back on the airwaves. These guys coming back down pit lane now. That'll give the lead over to Clements. Daytona 500 next weekend. Gonna be a good one. Hopefully, hopefully we get the race in on Sunday. That would be much appreciated, I'm sure, by a lot of folks, myself included. Always, is always good when the race happens on the day that it's supposed to happen, right? Usually ideal. Wouldn't say always though, it's just usually. Usually ideal. Race car lights are off. We'll go back green next time by. Oh, our Dodge Charger pace car. Like the hard left turn down the pit lane. We'll give over control of this race to Joshua Clements. And green flag, and we are back underway here from Michigan. Tyler Mallon up the hill in the 18. That car has been wicked loose on the restarts here tonight. Unstable. Ooh, Dotson almost with contact with Nelly there. Harbor Freight Chevy. Oh, we got one around that silver bullet at the back of the field. Gonna go into the outside wall. Caution gonna be out here for the third time this evening. Ricky J was able to get to the race lead. The caution comes out once again here. Here's a replay. Any contact? No, he goes around by himself. Just got loose on corner entry. Wallops the outside wall. Another big hit for Silver Bullet. Monty Keller doing a good job, though, of avoiding him. Talked about the pass for the race lead. Watch this. Turned away from the leaders here, but 92 at Clemens gonna get loose there off of turn 2. Ricky J with the momentum, able to ride it down the back straightaway to the inside of Clements for the spot. Ducks it on down into turn 3, completes the pass, and then the caution comes out shortly thereafter. And that Voiles Trucking Ford goes back to the point where it started tonight. Clements might have had something for him, though, heading down into turn 1, but everyone got to come back down pit lane here. Time to put some more fuel in the car. Maybe you put tires on. More likely, though, you put some fuel in the car. Race off pit road, won by the 22. No, it wasn't. It was won by the 17. Can't even count, folks. Can't read, can't write. Dane Stinson will have. Tyler, it looks like it. I thought you were joking around like, oh man, I'm not gonna win the race. I don't feel confident. No, you were right. You were right. It does not look like you're having fun out there tonight, but I appreciate the effort that you're putting in to drive it, buddy. So, appreciate ya. It is not going unnoticed. The bumps in the track. These cars. Oh, man. Got a team photo there, 3rd and 4th. With the 2 Voiles Truckin' Mustangs. Under 30 laps to go now here from Michigan. Should have one more pit stop in this race. Kind of on the cusp of it. Be very interesting here if we get another quick caution. It's gonna be interesting to see who runs all out and who maybe tries to save the tires just a little itty bitty bit. Eeny weeny teeny bit. Date on the 28 has retired to that incident after being a lap down. Once again, a good opportunity for Mac Daddy and co squandered here tonight, to no fault of their own. But squandered nonetheless. As the pace car will make the left turn down pit lane and gives way to the Toyota Camry of Dane Stinson. He's got control here for the restart. Green flag, and we're back underway here from Michigan. Ricky J makes quick work of Rick Craddock there into turn 1. The 22 is way up the hill. It allowed the 93 to dive to his inside. Moment there for the 91. He's around down the back straightaway. John Dotson going for a spin. He saves it miraculously, and we stay green. Battle for the race lead. Ricky J going to take over the top spot here. Also now seeing Rick Craddock making a move to the inside of Stinson for second. And he might have scuffed the wall there. Craddock, though, had to lift and allowed Stinson to hold on to the second spot, excuse me. Great train of 5 cars here at the front of the field. Voiles holding on to it in that 68 there in 6th. I kind of like that I'm saying he held on. He's holding on. But he's holding on. Stinson gonna look to the inside here off of turn number 4. Does he have a run? Here comes Rick Craddock. He'll look to the inside for second. Oh, boy. We're getting racy here at the front, folks. You can tell we're coming down to the end of this one. If you got a friend that isn't watching, you better tell them to tune in. Oh boy. Malin with the big moment there off of turn 2 as the pass for the lead. Here comes the 17 once again. He'll take over the top spot. How much of this cycling of the lead will come down to trying to save those ever so precious few drops of fuel to make it to the end of this race? We'll just have to wait and see, folks. And Clements back there in 4th was able to go a little bit longer than these other leaders, just a lap, but a lap could be all you need. Stinson, though, still out in front in that Adidas Toyota. So with Stinson out in front, coming to 20 laps to go. Tyler Mallon has moved into 4th in the 18, has gotten around Joshua Clements. Brian Voiles there in 6th, holding on as well. He'll look to challenge the 92 for 5th. As here comes Rick Craddock looking for 2nd down into turn 1. Ricky J moves high. Allows that Ski Citrus Soda machine to go on by. You can hear the clutching, folks. You're going to hear the engine sounds go away. Feels like these top two right now, folks, they are pushing the issue. I think so, Zach. I think it's going to be close. I think some of these guys are going to try to save and make it to the end. It's definitely going to be close. It's definitely going to be close. feel like these top two, they feel like they have to push. They were really the two that I feel like fell off the most on that long green flag run at the start of this race. So they push the issue. And then you're kind of hoping these other guys have to pit too, right? But they're able to maintain and keep toe. Like Brian's saving a lot. You know, that 68 isn't where he wants it to be either. And the second pack back here, Brain Fade, Nelly, and Magoo. Magoo gonna look to the outside, but he might just stay in line here and work with the 103. Nelly's had a crazy night. Magoo looking to get a top 10 here in that 144. Of course, Brain always just lurking in the top 10. Some guys just like to lurk, you know? Some guys are lurkers. Craddock now falling back as Ricky J takes over the second spot. Here comes Tyler Mallon now looking for third. He'll take that spot. So Craddock now has fallen back. Coming to 10 laps to go. 20 miles left in this race, and here comes Dane Stinson. This kind of signals all the guys having to pit here if the 17's already coming down. Lonnie Keller's also already on pit road. There's your pit stop. I was just, I was just bluffing. I just wanted everyone to feel good. No, I wasn't bluffing. I thought maybe they were pitting. I don't know. I didn't ignore you. I didn't ignore you. I missed it at first, though. I will be honest with you. I did miss it at first. Don't be sorry. You're good. Folks that aren't tuned in right now, they're going to be sorry. Are you in the booth or La La Land? A little bit of A, a little bit of B. So Stinson's in this lead draft now. So he's going to have that benefit, I guess. I don't really know. It's going to be a puzzling decision for him to pit so soon if these others don't have to pit at all. Here comes the 22 down pit lane. So that's another one of the cars that we know was pushing the issue to make it to the end of this race. Yeah, exactly. 2 tires, half a can of fuel. Maybe don't even take tires. Maybe just take half a can. I don't know. About 4 seconds difference between half a can and 2 tires. So I don't know if I'd want to. If my car feels, I don't know. It's the heat difference, though. It's the heat difference. Yeah, you're not taking 4, though. You're definitely not taking 4 if you're these 2. Half a can only if there's 5 or less to go. Well, I think we're going to be pitting with 5 to go. So, I don't know. I'd risk it. For the time that you save, I'd risk it. Here comes Stinson. He's going to get his lap back. The other thing is, the longer these guys stay out, if they do end up having to pit, the more at risk they put themselves of not being able to win this race. And you hear Ricky J pedaling it right now. 5 to go. Can they make it to the end on fuel? Top 2 seasons ago. Yeah, no, can't lock up the tires. There's a lot of things you can't do. Can't speed. Here they come. He's in the grass. Gonna get down to pit road speed. Brian Voil's also coming in. He's loose. He saves it. So let's see what the call is here for the 93 and 18. Talked about not making a mistake, and I think he almost made a big one, but, you know, it's okay. You'll only there on the 93, and he's away. And Tyler Mallon missed his box. So the 18 gonna lose some time. That gives the lead over to Joshua Clements, though. And he will pit. No, he won't. Oh, he's trying to stretch it. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. 3 to go. He is clutching. Gotta watch the ill handling on the apron, that's right. So Dane Stinson was able to get past Tyler Mallon. Ricky J is still a little ways ahead. Right now it's Josh Clements. He'll be coming to 2 laps to go, and he is clutching for all it's worth right now. Turning the car off, turning it back on. Two to go. I do too, Zach. Clements' lead that time at the line. Still waiting for timing and scoring to update. Oh my goodness. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. For the 92. Ricky J still has a gap back to the 17 of Dane Stinson. Jeff Craver 1 to go, that's right. Coming through turns 3 and 4, fuel mileage behind him. It's going to be Joshua Clements taking home the victory here this evening from MIF. I got so excited that he saved all that fuel, folks. I had the wrong button, and Stinson's into the wall off of turn 4. He goes around. Tyler Mallon gonna have to go around to avoid. Will finish third here tonight. Stinson trying to get it collected and back going. Can Voiles beat him to the line? He will. Joshua Clemens did it. He saved enough fuel to park this Lowe's Chevrolet down in victory lane here from Michigan. What a call. What a win for driver number 92. Ricky J, Tyler Mallon coming to congratulate the young driver. Again, Joshua Clements will get to park it in victory lane here tonight from Michigan. Move on to our post-race results. Talk with our top 3 finishers here tonight. Go ahead and get those results on your screens. And there they are. From Michigan. It's Michigan. 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 Waiting for our drivers to make their way into the media center. We just get aggressive with them tonight. Gonna do this. And let's go ahead and head down into victory lane and grab and talk with the driver of the number 92, Joshua Clemens. Joshua, do you have a copy, buddy?
Hello.
Hello. I wanted to get you before you ran out of steam because I'm pretty sure you ran out of gas there. How did you save enough to make it to the end?
Yeah, well, we were talking. I mean, we had, typical fuel is 23-ish laps, I think, here. And so looking at that number, there's a lot of strategy, whether you wanted to split it half, which is what Dane did, and take 2 or 4, and then different things. And I looked at it, and I was like, I could probably try and make it because Michigan, you can save so much in Michigan. And it was hairier than I wanted to be. The last 3 laps looked quite pathetic, but it was necessary to get to a point where I could coast across the finish line and win it.
How hard is it, especially early on in the run, to not like push the issue, push the pedal to the floor at a track like this, where I feel like it's always tempting to go really fast here, and kind of those guys like you did tonight that are able to sit back, save the fuel. They're more often than not, feels like they can pull off a good finish, if not a victory, like you did tonight.
Yeah, you have to set the cars up so loose,
Mhm.
so it makes it when you aren't just like when you're typically running not even saving fuel, it's that you're really uncomfortable if you push it to
Mhm.
that kind of like a natural limit, compared to like another track where the natural limit would be the wall, with more so you don't spin yourself off the corner. And then there at the fuel, it's easy in the sense that it's not that hard to roll the clutch in. The difficult part is managing things like temperature. I was like close to 220, and so not clutching it so much that you're blowing up, and then also not clutching it so much that you lose the draft. Because that would have been, if I lost the draft, I may have still been able to be okay, but I would have lost. Instead of that, couple tens every straightaway. I don't get that, and I'm still having to save fuel. So trying to manage both of that and stay in the draft as long as possible. I think I timed it pretty well, just like it did back in Charlotte.
How good does it feel to win this race tonight, knowing that you picked probably the craziest strategy, let's say, and crazy somehow won?
Yeah, It's good after last 2 weeks
Mhm.
came nearly close, and to get back to victory lane, continue the good streak that I've been on. So that's a really good feeling. And make something of I couldn't roll the corner like everyone else, either how I was driving it or just how low my car was.
Mhm.
So trying to make something out of nothing, and it worked out.
Works out great tonight here, Joshua. Congratulations on the win at MIS. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Got some great partners on the car. You got one that's got a big logo here, I think all over the start-finish line now in at the real track, but I want to give you the opportunity. You got some great partners, got some great folks to shout out. Floor is yours. You know what to do, buddy.
Yeah, thank you to Lowe's and Ally for not knowing that you were sponsors on my car. It's been very nice. Shout out to Kyle Watts watching the broadcast and telling me that if he was here, he would lap me, but he's not here and I won the race. So thanks to him, and thanks to you for holding this podcast. And I can't wait for the next podcast, whenever that might be.
It will be a fun time in about a month's time from Homestead. Joshua, again, man, congratulations on the big win here tonight at Michigan. Can't thank you enough for your time here this evening. And yeah, best of luck and hope to be talking with you again soon.
Thank you.
Joshua Clements, driver of the number 92, your race winner here tonight from Michigan. Let's go ahead and next talk with our second place finisher. He's the driver of the number 93, BSR Ricky J. Ricky, you got a copy?
I got a copy. Hello, Joe.
Hello. Well, did you think he was going to be able to make it on fuel?
I knew it was going to be a stretch for him. That was for sure. I was thinking in the back of my brain that he was probably going to overheat, running the 60 tape, and that he might not be able to manage the difference. But he played his cards just right and made it work. So that's awesome for him. And glad we got to see some different strats there at the end. It was a lot of fun.
How nerve-wracking was that final pit stop that you made? Because we saw you get into the grass a little bit, really aggressive coming to pit lane, which you have to be, right? Tyler made the mistake behind you. It looked like Tyler missed the stall. But how nerve-wracking is that pit stop, knowing that it's, all right, I'm going to hit the box, they're going to put some fuel in, and I'm going to have to get back on the gas and make a very difficult pit exit as well.
Nerve-wracking, but you got to do what you got to do. I was worried because in the back of my mind, on the first green flag pit stop early on in the race, it told me there was a problem with one of the fuel cans or whatever it does, and it RNG'd me, and I was not happy about that. So I was just hoping for a clean stop for my guys, and they gave me one when it counted. So we did the best we could. And
You get mad on the radio when that happens?
Yes.
How mad?
Pretty bad.
Like Kurt Busch or Ryan Blaney?
Well, I honestly haven't heard Ryan Blaney mad. So I should probably go watch that, but definitely not Kurt. Definitely not Kurt.
Okay.
But it pretty bad.
Okay.
But because it's not supposed to happen that often, but it happened to be
right
now. And
right.
So we're chilling.
Well, great race here tonight from you, Ricky, man. Congratulations on the second place run. Know you wanted to park it one spot higher up on the podium, but nonetheless, getting the opportunity to talk with you here. One final question from me. What's a race at Michigan like here at BSR for maybe some folks out there? They were watching tonight. They saw, the big crash there at the start, and then some really good green flag racing, but what's it like behind the wheel to have those types of runs?
More intense than it looks. Michigan's super fast, super high banking, not a lot of tire fall off, but in order to get as much speed out of the car as you can in open sled up here, you got to run that thing loose, and that can create some icy conditions out there on the cold tires, and to get that balance just right is difficult, but it just makes it that much more fun when you got everybody closed up tight together running, the best that they can. So.
Well, Ricky, again, man, congratulations on the second place run. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Great partner on the car, great folks behind you. Floor is yours. You know what to do.
I want to say thank you, Joe, for doing the broadcast. Appreciate everything that you do. Thank you, Brian, Kathy Willis from Willis Trucking. Thank you, Magoo. Thank you, everybody that came out and raced tonight and participated, and all the admins here for doing and contributing everything that they do. I'm also going to give a shout out to Kyle Watts. You don't know what you're missing. Come on, man. Come get you some. You'll love it. I trust me, you will. If you want a challenge, here it is. Come get it. Yeah. I can't think of anything else, but that was great. It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate everybody for everything. Looking forward to next week.
Ricky, again, man, congratulations on the great run here tonight. Always a pleasure to get the opportunity to talk with you, pick your brain after this race. Can't thank you enough for your time, and best of luck here. Hope to be talking with you again soon.
Yay!
BSR Ricky J, driver of the 93, your second place finisher here tonight. Let's go ahead and finally talk with probably the happiest third place finisher I've seen in a while, driver of the number 18, BSR Tyler Mallon. Tyler, you got a copy.
I got a copy, Joe.
How'd you finish third?
Luck.
What?
Speed had nothing to do with it. Handling had nothing to do with it. Nothing had anything to do with it other than luck and a good pit stop at the end. So,
What's the gratification level with a good finish in a night that, I mean, you were, I said it on the broadcast, but you were very open in practice that you did not feel like this was going to be a good night for you in this 18-1.
no, I mean, I wrecked the field on lap 1.
Fair.
So I feel really, really bad about that, first of all.
Fair.
And that kind of set the tone for the handling of the car for the rest of the night. I kept tightening it up, and it just wouldn't handle the way I wanted it to. So eventually I just was like, I'll just keep going with it. And somehow fumbled my way into a third place there. So I don't know. I'm happy with that.
How tough, we saw that pit stop. I asked Ricky about this, but for you, how do you manage those nerves coming to that final pit stop, knowing that it's a money stop? And then we noticed a little bit of a slip up there, a little bit of a hiccup coming to the box, but how tough is it to kind of manage those nerves coming to pit lane in such a high intensity moment?
It's to me, it's just like any other pit stop, as how I treat it. The options that I take on the car might be a little different, but all in all, it's the same as every other pit stop for me.
So you're just cold-blooded. Like, doesn't matter, lap 1, lap 101.
For when it comes to pit stops, yeah, kind of.
Okay.
But it feels ever since I got these new pedals, I kind of haven't been able to enter my pit stall properly. So I think I'm kind of figuring that out still. So one of these days I'll get back to the consistency I had with the old pedals, but the old pedals were kind of starting to give me issues anyway, in other areas.
What are you working with now?
I am working with Thrustmaster TLCMs.
Okay.
I had the old G920s.
Yeah.
Those were giving me a lot of issues. I couldn't go full throttle, and I think I finished like 20th in a race at Chicagoland in another league, and that was a big wake-up call for me. So
Not good enough?
no, I kind of like to aim a little higher than 20th.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think everyone does, honestly.
Maybe 19th.
Okay.
That would have been satisfying for me.
18th?
Now you're pushing it.
Okay.
That's
right.
Setting the bar a little high.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, Tyler, a podium here tonight, third place finish. Congratulations on that. Before we let you go, I want to give you the opportunity. Great partners on the car, great folks behind you. Florida is yours. You know what to do.
Well, first off, I want to thank you for broadcasting tonight. You didn't have a co-commentator, did you?
I did not.
Oh, wow. How did that go?
It went.
Oh, okay.
I think it went okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not for me to determine. You know, it's for all the fine folks out there.
That's fair. Well, either way, thank you for broadcasting. Thank Bomb Squad for putting a great race on as always. Thank these pedals for being better than G921s. Thank you Interstate Batteries for being on the car. And yeah, that's all I got for tonight.
Well, Tyler, thank you for your time here after this one. Congratulations again on the podium finish tonight from Michigan. Always a pleasure to get the opportunity to talk with you. Can't wait to talk to you again soon. And yeah, best of luck here these next couple weeks.
Thank you very much.
BSR Tyler Mallon, driver of the number 18, your third place finisher here tonight from Michigan. Folks, that's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight with our friends here at BSR. Remember, they're at Daytona next week. It's over on Top Dragster right here on YouTube. So go check out Andrew's channel. We'll try to share that link in our YouTube feed next week before the race starts. So make sure you tune in for that one. It'll be a good one over there. Andrew does a great job. I know he's going to have some other races in action coming up for you too. So go show him some love. Go give him a sub. And again, can't thank our friends here at Bomb Squad Racing, BSR, enough. Magoo, Brian Voiles, their entire admin team. They do such a fantastic job of getting things done, bringing us out to the track, and just being great hosts for us as a broadcaster. And we're looking forward to the rest of our races here throughout the rest of the spring. Going to be a fun time right here on JTN. A big thank you, as always, as well. Has to go out to Brian and Kathy Voiles, Voiles Trucking, for their constant support of not only our broadcast here on JTN, but also the Bomb Squad Racing League. Folks, though, with all of that being said, for all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, I've been Joe Twansky. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks.
3 wide for second, but Sean Whitehill is going to bring it home and win the race at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Ricky J closing up, off turn 4. He's going to have a run to the inside. He blocks into the grass. Check it out. Hardy wins it.
Ricky, what's going on in your brain right now?
Yeah, putting on 4 big rubber shoes and 2 gallons of, not 2 gallons, 2 cans of exploding dino juice here, Joe.
Down to the tunnel turn. These guys are throwing it through there and around to the back.
No.
The wall, as well as RJ Bishop. Down in front of Keith Hughes. Oh, no! Big hit. RJ Bishop. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Ricky J big crashed into the wall.
Oh,
the leaders have wrecked. Ricky J is upside down. Magoo is hard on the wall. Tyler Mallon escapes with no damage. Everybody else in this main group, including Nelly, is junk.
Through the north chute, they'll go. The 24's into the wall, almost contact there. The 10 with the shallow entry into turn 4. It's going to be a drag race down the front straightaway. Folks, the 24's in the wall. They make contact around. Napick goes on through the flip. Rich Napick's going to win the Culver Bluff 200 in thrilling fashion.